Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Brooke. So first off, I absolutely know I have been terrible about posting videos. I believe my last video went live the Friday of 4th of July weekend, but I have not filmed anything since. So now it's been about 2 weeks and I feel so bad. I guess kind of why I have been MIA. So first off, 4th of July weekend, we went on a houseboat with Darren's family. I really wanted to vlog it because I was like, this is going to be so much fun. Like awesome content to bring you guys along, and it would just be a really good video. But then it was kind of like the day before, something like that, and I realized that it probably wasn't the best idea. We haven't been together as a group like that in a long time, so we're gonna be catching up, things that don't need to be shared on the internet. And then also, you know, we were there to have fun, have a good weekend, but copyright issues. So I would have had to mute the whole thing. So it just wasn't really gonna work out. It sounded like it was gonna be a really good idea, but it wasn't. After that, we arrived back home early Monday morning and it was right back to work. So I wasn't really able to film during the week. And then when we were back here, it was like, why do we buy a boat? Because we wanna go out with friends, we wanna go have fun. We wanna go out on weekends, it's the perfect time. So weekends just haven't been ideal. So Friday night is like grocery shopping, prepping the snacks, loading the ice chest, getting everything in the car because we have an early morning, meal prepping the dog's food, making sure everything is ready. But because of that, Friday night, I can't record because it's prep for the boat. Saturday is early morning, and then we don't even end up going to bed till like 10, 11. Then the next day we are so drained, we are so sore, and it's just not happening. So I have not been able to record. And this was just a really long explanation for something I could have just said. I've been really busy with work in my personal life. So there's that. Did you want that information? Probably not, but here we are. So further updates, our air conditioning is fixed again. We now have a bigger vent. It turns out that we didn't have a big enough vent for sucking in the air. So I know I've said it's fixed like 12 times, but again, things went wrong. And then I think there was like more wiring that had to be fixed. And then, and then it turns out there was a leak in the line, so it was leaking coolant. So then when it was leaking coolant, something was happening and then it was freezing over. So we got that fixed, redid all like this other tubing, and anyways, so it's now been about 2 weeks that we've actually had our AC working. So that's wonderful, delightful. So happy about that. So I think right now it's probably like 66 degrees in here, which is fantastic. So super happy about that. Let's see. I kind of think that that's all the updates, I think. Okay. So what this video is actually supposed to be about, which is not just supposed to be an update, I wanted to share with you guys some ideas. I know in the past I have done like date day, activity things that you can do in quarantine or in general. And now that quarantine has been extended or restarted in some areas, and it's summer, beautiful weather, I wanted to redo the list. I've been thinking of new things and kind of researching things as well. So there are a few things that are repeat from some of the other videos, but there are a lot of new things too. So excuse me, I am gonna go off of my phone because it's just easier that way. Okay, so first thing, you can go to lake, river, or do a beach day. So pack an ice chest, pack snacks, speaker, and get some friends and just go hang out there, lounge. You can even bring those, you know, those smaller like little barbecues. Those are awesome. You can grill burgers, hot dogs, things like that. Or you can get together a group and go floating. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the existence of floating. I recently remembered and it's changed my life. So floating, so much fun. You can also do rafting in certain rivers and such. Of course, there has to be enough rapid to do so, but rafting is also super fun. If you don't own a tube, if you want to just get like a personal tube that has a bottom and everything, you know, for tubing down a river, you can get them on Amazon for pretty cheap, around like $40. They also have huge ones that fit multiple people you can get at Costco. Those ones are a little more expensive, but you could split the price with people, or if you're a couple and you want to stay together anyways, it might be worth it. Those ones often have, not always, but ice chests in the middle as well. So you don't have to like bring your own like styrofoam ice chest. You can also, oh, this is one I really want to do. Okay, you can go to the top of like a parking structure, or you can go to some areas it's called like top of the world. You just basically drive to like the top of like a hill or mountain or something. You can see the whole city, but the point is that there are no lights up there, so you can see the stars. So go up there at night and you can either stargaze and, you know, bring snacks, bring popcorn, bring wine, some beers, whatever your vibe is. Or something I really want to do is you can go up there and watch the sunrise or watch the sunset. For sunset, I want to do it with like a charcuterie board and some nice wine. For sunrise, I want to get a little more aggressive. I'm thinking maybe like donuts or bagels, and we're throwing some mimosas. You know what I mean? Just, I think you just add a little mimosa and all of a sudden just life is elevated. Also, if you don't like regular mimosas like champagne and orange juice, I don't either. I don't like orange juice with any kind of alcohol. It just, things aren't going well in the stomach, you know, when that happens. So what I like to do, champagne and coconut water, fire. Or champagne and it's like, I think it's like a peach mango, it might be peach mango lemonade or something. It's by Simply Orange and it is fire. If you want to get a little, you know, a little fancier, you can throw in some like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, you know, if you really want to just step up your class, you know. Okay, drive-in movies. Okay, so movie theaters are mostly still closed. I kind of feel like I'm not focused. There we go. I don't know if they're closed in your area, but our drive-in theaters are still open. So drive-in theater, let's bring it back to the good old days. Drive-in theaters are so much fun. And despite what many people think, you do not have to have a truck, okay? You don't. You probably do need an SUV though, or like, you know, one that the back seats can fold down, you know, because you don't want to sit in the trunk of like, you know, where the trunk needs to be attached. I don't know, is that a classic car? I don't know anything about cars, but you know what I'm saying? Where like the trunk and then, you know, you can see into the back seat and like vice versa. Anyways, so what I've done in the past, so you like lay down the seats beforehand, you get like 2 or 3 blankets, a comforter to like make it nice and comfy, and then you bring in like pillows and everything and just make it super cozy. And then you can bring snacks and you can bring your own popcorn if you want. I don't know if the concession stands are open these days. You'd have to look into that. But otherwise you can always like bring your own snacks and stuff. So super fun, love it. If you do go, don't forget to restart your car in the middle. Your battery will die. Next, look at the stars. Again, I kind of tied this in. It wasn't originally part of the top of the world / top of a parking structure. I kind of just added them together. But looking at the stars with snacks, I mean, you technically could do this in your backyard or, well, depending where you live. If you live in like San Francisco or LA, probably not. You might have to journey a little bit to escape the city lights, but in general, I think it's cute, it's romantic, but also you can do it with friends and just make it a really good time. Hiking or camping, if you are outdoorsy, personally, it's not for me. I do glamping though. I'm all about the glamping life, but I do need running water. That's pretty important to me. And I do need a bed that is bug-free. And I have some sort of guarantee that bugs or small animals cannot reach me, or big animals actually. I'm not trying to encounter a bear either. So I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. It's not so much that I'm like, ew, gross. It's more so that I always think of the worst thing that could possibly happen. So it's like, oh cool, I'm gonna go camping and then I'm gonna get killed by a bear. And cool, well that's how I spent the last of my hours, was sleeping outside, getting murdered by a bear. You know, so it's not for me. I'm too much a scaredy cat, I'm too paranoid. I'm so paranoid, it's unreal. It's very inconvenient. Next, paddleboarding. I just hit the table, wiggled you guys, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So, paddleboarding. Okay, you can rent paddleboards. Typically if you're next to like a lake, there are quite a few places that you can rent paddleboards. Also, if you want to make the actual investment, yes, paddleboards can be pretty expensive, but if you go on, well, I buy everything on Amazon, so I always reference Amazon, but I'm sure you can go elsewhere as well. You can get paddleboards for under $300. Of course, this is a commitment. This isn't just I want to go one time, so let me buy a $300 board, you know what I mean? But it's quarantine, there's not a whole lot of other things to do. So if you've ever considered buying one and you like paddleboarding, now might just be the time to invest. So think about it. Otherwise, you can always just rent one. Oh, I have rented one before. It was, it was $99 and we had it for 4 hours. But what I'm struggling with is remembering if it was $99 for mine and Darren's board that we rented, or if it was $99 for one. I'm pretty sure it was $99 total. I'm pretty sure. Double check it, but it's either like $50 to $100 for 4 hours, which is a huge range. So you know what, actually just look it up, because that doesn't help you at all. It doesn't help you at all. Okay, kayaking or boating. So kayaking, yes, many people do not own kayaks, but you can rent kayaks as well. You can rent kayaks and you can actually rent boats too. So if you've never driven a boat, don't rent a boat. Just don't do it, okay? Or go with someone who has, because if you crash it, it's gonna be real expensive, real expensive. So stick with maybe kayak, maybe jet ski if you want a little bit of speed, but you don't wanna, you know, bankrupt yourself. There you go. Next, golf. Darren's super into golf and he's really been enjoying that. I'm not too good at golf. I've given it a go, but if you're good at golf or if you want to try to be good at golf, you know, I mean, we've got time. We've got time and we're on lockdown. There's just not a lot of other things open. So it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. Next, cornhole. So cornhole, super fun. Also, if you don't own one, you can buy like a cheap one. Again, Amazon. You can buy them for like 24 bucks. I mean, if you want a nice and like standard size wood, nicely finished, you're going up towards 100. But if you just want like those travel ones, it might be plastic, but it works, you know what I mean? You can get them for like 24, 30 bucks. So food for thought, could be fun. And then you can have, well, depending on where you are, you may or may not be able to have other people over, but you know. Proceed with caution and with whatever guidelines are going on in your county. So I'm not trying to tell anyone to go be legal and whatnot. Other thing is if you have yard games, or you can just bring games outside, like even just like regular Jenga or like regular Connect 4, and you can set them up in different stations and you can do like outside Olympics. Next, picnic. So you can pack a picnic, you can go to a park, you guys can go hiking, anywhere really. You could do it out the river even. But I love picnics, super fun, nice way to just get out of the house, be in just a positive environment, get some vitamin D. I don't know what it is, even just setting out a blanket and eating on it, for me it just elevates my mood. Why? Eating on the ground? I don't know, but it just does. So highly recommend. Cooking or baking, making something new. So maybe bread, pizza, sushi, I also listed raviolis and tortillas. Those are fun things that I have made that they kind of take a while to make, so it's not just like I made pasta. Or you could homemade pasta, there we go, but I meant like, you know, I opened a box of mac and cheese and boiled it, whoop-de-doo. You know, it's, if you have the time and there's not much else that you can or would be doing, why not try something new? It's really fun, and if it ends up working out, ooh, you can feel like you got some chef skills, you know? Awesome. I love feeling like I've got chef skills when recipes work out. I just like, have I always been this talented? Have I always been? Because yes, hire me, make me a chef. Okay, virtual happy hour or game nights. So let's bring back Zoom. Ooh, well, I don't know, is Ubu even still a thing? I don't know. WebEx, what do people, FaceTime? And you can do like virtual game nights. I know in one of my other quarantine videos where I was talking about things to do, I was mentioning Quiplash. So fun. If you've never played Quiplash, I highly recommend. It's by a company called, I think it's called Jackbox. It's either Jackbox or Jukebox. And you can just buy it online. I think it was like $16 total one-time purchase, and it came with like 4 games. And then if you do like Skype, that's usually how I do it. So you can invite people and then you can screen share, and then you can see everyone's pictures on the side. So when you screen share, everyone can see the game and participate, because it's Quiplash, you text in. So you don't need to, they don't need to control your screen at all. They can play from their computers. So that one's really, really fun. The other games in those packages, the same company as Quiplash, those are also pretty fun. So in general, it's a pretty good investment. You can also attach it to like the TV, and so if you have people over, you can also play like all in one room. So it's not like, okay, what happens when quarantine's over? You can still use it. And then my next two, okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, tie-dye. Sorry, I forgot what it's called for just a second there. Tie-dye. I want to tie-dye something. Tie-dye is coming back. First off, when tie-dye was originally in, what was it, early 2000s, end of 90s, whenever, I was all about the tie-dye life. I thought it was all that in a bag of chips, but it's so fun to tie-dye things yourself instead of just buying them tie-dye. So I want to tie-dye something. I think I'm gonna tie-dye a shirt. I kind of wanted to do sheets, but then I was like, am I in 7th grade again? I don't need to do that. Also, I don't think Darren would appreciate or maybe even allow tie-dye sheets. So that idea got chucked. But I'm thinking a tie-dye shirt, you know, something about getting maybe like an oversized white shirt, maybe cut it to be cropped. But my issue is I don't like things crop. You know, I like them to where it goes to like your pant line. So it's not like a crop top, but it's cropped in the sense that it's short. Anyway, moving right along. I think I want to tie-dye one of those. I think it'd be fun. Or maybe, ooh, what if I got like tall socks? Like ones that are like mid-calf, and tie-dye those. Yes. But then it would only really look good with PJs or like an oversized shirt, because what, you're gonna throw shoes over that? That's weird. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that a little more, but feel free to steal that idea, because I feel like it'd be good. Or if you're wearing sandals and you're going to a friend's house and the friend does not allow shoes in the house, and then you're like, oh no, I don't want to be barefoot. Good thing I brought my cute tie-dye socks. Let me just throw these on real quick. Boom. All right, I'm tie-dyeing socks. Sold myself. All right, I'm gonna order those today. And then the final one is feeding ducks. Yay, going to the park, feeding ducks. It is so peaceful, so beautiful. You can also do your picnic out there. Ooh, combining ideas, yes. Otherwise, I mean, you could just go feed a duck. Or multiple, ideally, because they're all hungry. So let's not just keep it to one. Don't be selfish. All right, well, that is all I have for this video. I feel like I am just in a very weird mood today. You guys are probably like, you are scatterbrained all over the place, a little excited, a little too energetic. I've had no coffee today. I really have no excuse or explanation as to where this mood came from. So if it's weird, real sorry, but yeah, this is what it is. So thank you guys so much for joining me with this video. If you are new here or you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe below and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks guys, have a wonderful day, evening, whenever you are watching this, and I will see you in my next video.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on